Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today we are going to take a look at Optimism's OP token on the charts, and we are going to see where it might be headed in the long term and what it will take to get there. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, if you are interested in trading and would like to try out the same crypto exchange that I've been using for the last 3 years, feel free to go ahead and check out MEXC with the link in the video description down below. I personally love this exchange for two big reasons. The first one, as you guys can clearly see, it's got some of the cheapest fees in the entire industry, which is nice because you get to keep more of your profits when you're trading the futures market. Now, in addition to that, they also have over 1,500 altcoins. So it's very nice for altcoin nerds like me who love to be able to buy all kinds of different small cap altcoins. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at Optimism. All right. Optimism is pretty cool because it's one of those ecosystem tokens. And what's cool about it is it has not seen a bull market yet. So that is another thing that it's got going for it, which is very, very nice. All right. As you guys can clearly see here, coin market cap only goes back to roughly like the end of May of 2022. So as you guys can clearly tell, it really has not seen a bull market yet, which is very nice. All right. So as far as what we're looking at on the charts here, okay, there's some interesting things I'm talking about here, okay? So first of all, for those of you who don't know me, I am more of a long-term hodler type person. I do trade. I just don't trade on a regular basis. I'm not one of those people who's sitting here day trading constantly or anything like that, all right? But I do trade pretty often on a swing trading basis, but that's pretty much it, all right? Now, as far as what the charts are telling me, so basically I'm looking at the weekly chart here, again, because I like to look at the macro view of things because I want to see where it's headed long term. All right, so as we can clearly see here, it did make an all-time high, or it did make a pretty large high up near the $3.30 mark. And since then, it's been dropping, all right? And it dropped till roughly around June of this year of 2023, and it started to consolidate and started to kind of move sideways for a little bit. And it wasn't until mid-October of 2023 where it finally started to take off again, which is very nice to see. All right, so what I'm currently seeing here is we are currently in obviously on the weekly, we are technically in an uptrend, as you guys can clearly see here with the trend line. And I have got my major support and resistance levels laid out as well. Now, another interesting thing I'm seeing here is I just drew this a little bit ago. We've got kind of a cup and handle formation going on here as well, all right? So that is nice to see also. So we can fully expect if this plays out, which it already pretty much is playing out, we've got our cup here and then our handle here. It kind of came down a little bit right there. And we've got the next formation going straight upwards, which is very nice. And as you guys can clearly see, it ended up going all the way up to this major resistance level at $2.19. We'll just call it $2.20, all right? So it hit that spot, and now it is currently, at the time of me filming this video anyway, when you guys see this video, it's not going to look like this because I film all of my videos in advance, okay? But at the time of me filming this video right now, it's currently breaking off of this, rejecting this resistance level here, all right? But what I can see happening here is since we are in a strong uptrend here, we could eventually end up seeing this break through this resistance level and eventually flipping it and turning it into support. And if it turns it into support, I could see us going all the way up to this next resistance layer of $2.69 and eventually breaking off of that. And I don't expect it to eventually, I don't expect it to just go completely straight up, obviously, because that wouldn't be sustainable. So I don't expect it to go completely straight up and break through this next resistance level. What I expect happening is after that happens, I expect it to drop down and retest this new support level at $2.20. And depending on where the market is at that given time, obviously we don't know what's going to happen at that point in time. But if a black swan event does happen, or if ETFs end up not getting approved or something like that, I could see us end up turning down and dropping through this support layer again and then dropping back down to the trend line, all right? But if we drop down to that trend line, we'll ultimately end up creating a lower high, I guess you could say, all right? A higher low, my bad. And what would end up happening is if we end up coming down to this trend line and bouncing off of it, which is what I fully expect to happen, especially considering that Optimism has not seen a bull market yet or anything like that, If it ends up bouncing off of it, we will end up bouncing off and going right through it again. And then at this point in time is where I could fully see it end up, hitting this again and then, ranging in this area before bouncing straight through and going up and breaking these next resistance levels as well. All right. And that's personally what I see happening here with Optimism. All right. Once we break this 330 level, geez, guys, it's fair game there. It is fair game, and we are pretty much in price discovery mode, and who knows where we could go from there. So realistically, long-term grand scheme of things, this is what I personally see as far as what is going to happen with Optimism, all right? Now, guys, if any of you guys have any questions about anything that I mentioned in this video, about anything that's Optimism related or the price of Optimism in general, or anything that's related to altcoins or trading in general, feel free to go ahead and reach out to me in my free community Discord server, which you can find a link to in the description below this video as well. But other than that, you guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this simple price action video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But before you guys leave, if you have not already and you would like to, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey guys, with that said, thanks again for watching.